Well. I didn't thought I would actually come back to making another Destiny Real Talk video or like another video in particular talking about Destiny 2 um, as the Monument of Triumph stuff continues to go on. Today is Tuesday. In around 10 and a half hours we have the weekly reset, which will patch a lot of the in-game game breaking or like game devastatingly bugs with the artifact stuff and with some other things that is very usable for most people that still play Pantheon, and the ongoing PvE stuff that we got recently with Monuments of Triumph, which is pretty okay. But yeah, over like since Monument of Triumph launched kinda 2 weeks ago, I was reading, seeing, and listening to many videos, shorts, posts on Instagram, and even Reddit though, about Destiny 3, about how Sony fucked up, and about how certain things are going. We need to address certain stuff in this video, and to start off with a simple intellectual fact, which is that is actually is indeed Sony's fault that Destiny 2 is like sort of dying or like sort of in the spot that it is today. I don't really know, and you can blame me under my YouTube video for not googling that up right now as I'm making the video, because I don't care. I'm standing in my living room and walk around while I speak, which is kinda driving my thoughts a bit quicker sometimes, and I have like can move my hands a little bit while I'm talking. Like Till Lindemann from Rammstein, who is actually like when he's performing shows, he's not standing on the microphone and waiting until the song is ready. He's always doing something with his hands, like gesturing, firing rockets somewhere, or like using explosive things, or flying with metal wings in the air. Like that's what I need to do, right, in real life. So I just walk here and walk through my living room and have something in my hands, flipping it, tossing it around, basically. Yeah. However, I don't know where exactly the headquarters of the site or like decision people or the site makers of Sony actually is. All I know is that Sony is a Japanese company, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I always thought that Japanese people to a certain degree are very smart people, and if it comes down to gaming, I would need to be precise right now, in the last 8 to 9 years probably, because when they had like Call of Duty in their grasp, when it was actually Xbox first, and then for a while it was Sony first, or like Sony prioritized stuff with Activision. They literally went down spiral with certain things that were kind of mismanagemented and kind of fucked up, basically. Like, I mean, Concord 2, and the Veilguard or whatever that game was, and recently before Baldur's Gate 3, as far as I've been informed by people. Yeah, however, we need to go back to Destiny, because we lost track already a bit. Destiny, of course, the case that we have is totally on Sony's fault. Why that is? It's pretty simple. Around, don't let me be wrong right now, around 2024 mid, like literally 2 years ago, Destiny was already in a pretty rough spot. The final shape kinda flattened certain wounds and kinda healed certain stuff that was terrorizing and fracturing the game, leaving it in a state that people fought against to actually not let it die in the first place. They cooked pretty good with the final shape, like literally, I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 expansion, but like 9 out of 10 expansion in the game that I probably have seen over the years. And to give you guys, like literally everybody that is watching this video right now, I need to give you guys some context of who I am, and like how I judge certain things and how I view the world, basically. My name is Pascal, simple, short is Passy. I'm playing games since 2009, my first very own Philips TV. Since 2006 that I still use to this day. It's pretty good for watching shows, movies, and playing on PS5 while sitting literally like 2.5 meters away from it. yeah, it's kind of like a childhood item, so to speak, of mine, and it never had let me down, by the way. So yeah, I started like literally bigger gaming multiplayer wise in the golden era of Call of Duty around 2011. Uh, yeah, I played 2009 to 2012. Played mostly PlayStation 2 and a bit PlayStation 3, like playing like Battlefield 2, Bad Company, later playing, yeah, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, of course. Playing on a tablet that I had at the time, with an iPad, playing Modern Combat 2, Black Pegasus, Modern Combat 3, Fallen Nation, Modern Combat 4, Zero Hour, and the pay-to-win garbage game that later came out, Modern Combat 5, which was called Versus at the start, Modern Combat Versus, Modern Combat 5 Blackout, sorry, Modern Combat 5 Blackout. However, yeah, the golden era of Call of Duty, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which was, yeah, like Ghosts, which was hated by many. Call of Duty Ghosts, which gave many people that were into fast-paced gunfights and movement stuff a pretty wild upper hand, so to speak, and a pretty good time. Like, for me personally as well. I continued my gaming road at the late 2014 when I discovered GTA Online. Due to certain friends of mine, I had a modded account back in the day. Like, I mean, who hasn't? who didn't? Yeah, who didn't had a modded account back in the day though? Yeah, and played a lot of like GTA 5. And to this day, I have over 3 accounts that are my own accounts. One of them was permabanned on PlayStation Network completely. One got resetted during the Casino Jeton, like I'm just call it poker chip glitch, because like jetons basically are just poker chips, like an casino currency inside GTA's casino update. And yeah, like it got wiped. And the last account that I have is the same that I use for Overwatch right now. And all of these accounts have a total playtime in GTA, which is, yeah, I would literally say 90% it's only in online mode, and like 10% maybe a bit story here and there. Around like 19,000 play hours to this day, like from 2014 until 2026, roughly play hour of 19,000 hours. In Advanced Warfare though, I also hold a significant amount of like nearly 8,000 play hours, mostly in zombies, due to like doing Easter eggs with bros and friends over the years. In Infinite Warfare multiplayer, I spend around like, let's say like 2,000, 3,000 hours compared to other games. Yeah, like a pretty huge amount. And for those that ask right now, bro, like, has this guy alive? Does he work? Yeah, I did. I had a apprenticeship in 2016 to 2019, where I worked like early 7 in the morning until 16:13 in Germany, and Friday 7 to 13, which is way shorter. But on most weekends, when I wasn't like helping family with the garden, or like in winter, because I have no kind of real life friends, though I played all the time. Yeah, but that's yeah, just like a short reminder, a short kind of introduction of me. At the end, at 2022, I discovered Destiny 2 after seeing it 2021. A friend of mine was playing Prophecy Dungeon with a friend, doing well skating and shitter skating stuff. And I was like, bro, this looks pretty cool. I should do that too. And yeah, at the start of 2022, I downloaded Destiny 2, and with Witch Queen started, I kinda started playing the game as well. And here I am today. If we just continue with like speaking about Destiny 2, I have, by time of recording the video, nearly 11,000 play hours. It's around like 10,700 something, or 10,800 something. I think it's 10,800. Who does care? It's 11k, rounded up. Rounded up 11k hours of playtime in Destiny 2. I have nearly, I have 820 Root of Nightmares runs, nearly 200 Kingsfall runs, nearly 100 WoW runs, and multiple other raids too. Yeah. I met a ton of people throughout the years. Many came, many go. That's how it is in gaming all day, you know. But to be precise, the game is pretty catching. The dopamine rush that the game sometimes provides if you do certain stuff in the game is also pretty significant and pretty fun and is kind of entertaining to a certain degree. Of course, the game is not perfect. I don't know if any game that I ever played was like 10 out of 10 perfect from start to finish when I played it though, but to be honest with you guys, that's not like the whole talking point about this video. The talking point is, of course, if we need a Destiny 3 and about certain consequences and certain like fuck-ups that have been made over the last years. I ranted about Aztecros in one of my other videos, and I still would if I actually would be a YouTuber that tries to kind of build his whole career on roasting other people, which is not my favorite thing to do, believe me please if I say this very strictly right now. But if certain people have the ability to speak up and to try to do something more than just reacting while shit is actually burning in the kitchen, and intervene and interfere and kind of like get up and like start I don't know, like putting hands on certain things and try to maneuver the shipwreck out of the storm. Those people are like can become heroes in many people's eyes, and as far as it concerns me, and as far as it intellectually, like, yeah, like as far as I literally intellectually view the whole situation with Destiny, Aztecros is neither of those things. Unfortunately, like, I don't want to talk this up more. Maybe I don't know. Like maybe in the future I'll upload another video explaining further why and what could have been done. I had this conversation, by the way, like about this topic with many clan friends over the last 2.5 years, basically. And most of them are divided if it comes down to this topic with the points that I bring up to the table. Some agree that like some more measures could have been taken by certain people, especially on YouTube and Twitch. They literally had millions and thousands of okay, millions was a bit too much, but like thousands of people watching and literally like bootlicking, following these people. However, to focus on Destiny again, it's a bit rough to say though, but we need to kind of put the last nail into the coffin of Bungie right now, from my perspective. Because this company, I'm gonna be honest, we don't need Destiny 3 made by Bungie. And don't get me wrong, Bungie was known in the past, and that's at least from like an Asmongold's perspective, basically. Bungie has made like one of the most greatest gaming franchises next to World of Warcraft by Blizzard, which was Halo. Like literally, Halo was, I wasn't there, but I heard so many stories. I've watched so many videos, so many playthroughs. And I can imagine the love and the desire that people shared towards Halo. Yet Destiny kind of went under the same like kind of shovel that like Blizzard went with the sexual harassment stuff that was going on their like campus, basically, like where they kind of shifted the people that worked there, put like newer people in, put out people out, and hired DEI people. They're like many people left, some people came new, people were hired by DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion stuff, which from me personally, by the way, as a German guy, is a very, very bad thing, because don't get me wrong, inclusion on some occasions is good, but if you hire someone that has competence and has studied like game graphic development and has like kind of skills with drawing like characters, lines, shapes, that has like the person that has like knowledge how to write code and how to execute the code and test stuff in a testing frame for games specifically, it is important that you hire these people and put these people in like literally technically in a place where these people can, and I'll be honest, like where they can thrive and do their job, which are they paid for, with the amount of competence that these people have. Instead, companies like Bungie hired, and Blizzard by the way too, Bungie hired people that maybe were black or were Asian or were like these queer, unintellectual, nonsense, stupid morons that are just hired because they are different than normal people, which is a criterion, don't get me wrong, again, for me as a German guy, which is a criterion that kind of death sentence the whole project that you try to work on. I don't know how people in America got so stupid over the last literally like 10 years, if it comes down to gaming though. But I assure you that in our company, or like in our like kind of, how to say this right now? I'm sorry. Like how to say this right now? Like in our economy, yeah, in our economy, customer is king. Like the hashtag customer is king. Customer is always right. And customer comes first is a principle that has, or like it's like a valuable asset that has held up through centuries in our country. Yeah. And I don't want to sound too arrogant right now, but I'm gonna be precise and I'm gonna be really honest though. I hope to a certain degree that Bungie gets up again. But the reason why we don't need Destiny 3 from Bungie is like when you put these people even to writing narratives and designing game. Don't get me wrong, Destiny view-wise is a cool game. The base code for Destiny 2 is a fuck up. Mechanics in some raids and dungeons are bugging out and haven't been fixed to this very day. There are literally still bugs, I just name a few. When you shoot the bell in duality while standing in the nightmare realm, in this red-orange designed nightmare realm, and you try to get back to the other side, it sometimes ports the bell, but it doesn't port you, or it ports you, but as soon as you spawn on the other side, the game literally kills you. The same, or like nearly the same thing can like happen in Root of Nightmares. Where, by the way, even in the alpha version of YouTube, where you see like the developers developing Root of Nightmares, designing it, where the game looks like, where the raid looks like it was made in Minecraft, basically. Where some developer, and this is the point that I talked about a little bit earlier, where like a woman with like they, them in their bio, which was obviously like biologically a man, but was behaving and dressed like a woman, was giggling around that sometimes, and I quote, these elevators have sometimes the problem of launching you into death. And this was literally like, I watched this video I think 2.5 years ago, and this was like about the alpha state, like literally the alpha state in development of the raid Root of Nightmares. And we sit here nearly 2.5 years later after I watched the video, and nearly 4 years, or nearly, yeah, sorry, not 4 years, nearly like 3 years after the raid has been launched into the game, and these things still kick you to death sometimes. And imagine these people, okay? Like literally, like before you write any comment right now, just hear me out, okay? Imagine these. I must say this like literally as a German right now, because I can't have mercy with some people at certain points, because like this is in Germany, when you fuck up, and you literally have to suffer consequences and need to kind of face criticism. That's how our economy works, and this is why our economy is one of the most efficient economy on the entire planet, next to China, which is like kind of mass producing and very quickly producing too. But Germany economy is peaking, you know. Like maybe right now our economy has some issues here and there, but like the standard, like the procedure that our economy takes are peak. So I must say this right now. We don't need a Destiny 3 made by delusional, unintellectual, empty-headed morons that came like writing the game and putting narratives, emblems, and messages into the game about lesbians, gay robots, about all these LGBTQ idiots into the game, which is played by people that just turn on a console to be entertained and to run away from the madness that is our real life and real life world. I don't know again how people in America are so stupid these days that they actually need to push real life agendas into a fictional franchise or fictional work which is celebrate and okay, not celebrate, which is inherited and beloved and worshipped by those and enjoyed, loved and played and interacted with by millions of people around the globe. That are gamers that don't give a single fuck if someone is gay or lesbian or trans. We just want to be entertained and play a game that entertains us because we paid for it and don't care for certain values. That doesn't make us gamers evil, even if like some medias, even in Germany, quote tell that we gamers are all racist and evil, which we aren't, because like if we were evil, we would like pirate the games and not pay for the games that we play, and we wouldn't like come together and help people. We would literally just go in the game, try to steal people's account and sell them to other dumb people like that. But yeah, some people do that, but I'm gonna be honest, that's not what all gamers do. And to be fair, the vast majority of gamers, again, are people that want to enjoy games, not to actually be lectured upon certain values that doesn't feed our bellies, that doesn't pay our electricity bills, that doesn't pay our gas and water bills, that doesn't give us a car that we can drive, that doesn't pay the fuel that we need, that doesn't pay the ticket that we need to drive, like public transportation services, and it goes on, etc., etc., etc. You see my point. If we need Destiny 3 or not is no question in if we need it. Yeah, we do need it, but we don't need it from Bungie. I would give Bungie the advice, and I would literally give like Microsoft the advice to pay Sony the $3.6 billion to Sony so they can actually like kind of free Bungie from Sony's grasp entirely. And then Microsoft maybe puts in interest in actually, like, I don't know, restructuring Bungie and take the API of Destiny from Bungie and takes the good developers that still maybe are a bit like working on the game, like the competent ones, the good ones, not the delusional ones, okay? Like we need to separate these people from another for the sake of the greater good. And then like put some like new and also competent people to the game's like administration team that works on the game in the first place though. And these people then can make Destiny 3. I would literally be fine by that. But these things are like, if we just be realistic, even if they would decide that to the end of the year, we wouldn't see Destiny 3 until 2030. That's just like the reality, I guess. So the point right now I made, and I made it pretty crystal clear, we don't need Destiny 3 from Bungie, from the current Bungie, like including the management that the company still has. And of course, at the end of the day, Sony is to blame, fully responsible for what happened. They put money into a company where they didn't even control where the money was going. Like that some greedy asshole was buying some cars with it, and the other people were laid off. And I'm gonna point this out right at the end of the video right now too. The people at Bungie, why I said delusional, like they haven't learned the lesson, I guess. They haven't learned the lesson with P. Parsons, that it doesn't matter if you stand for certain real life, like left delusional agendas. If it doesn't pay your food, you guys at Bungie get laid off. You get pushed out the company so the company can save some money while it is crashing and burning down, basically. And your delusional narrative values that you so like dramatically defended and pushed onto Pooh, like literally innocent people like me, for example, that don't give a single fuck what you people do, and kinda is like you weaving with a red flag in front of a fucking bull. That's what these LGBTQ in my eyes did to me, basically, or like to people like me. Oh yeah, and now these people are defended by some YouTubers that literally have zero spine and are like, bro, like these people, like they are good people and we need to help them and we need to stand up for these people. No, we don't. No, we fucking don't. These people are entitled, these people are delusional, these people are stupid, and these people thought that certain values maybe carry them on, but goddamn capitalism is a divided coin into two sides, and one of the sides is a good side, and which is actually showing the people that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter which values you have, the company comes first, the survival of the company comes first, the shareholders' money, the interest, like the weight of the money. If you have like a wage, like it goes up to the left or right side goes up or down. The wage, like the weight of the money is always deciding, and the vote people, you are the pawns, the peasants on the chessboard, so to say. It doesn't matter which values you represent, it doesn't matter which values you kind of bring to the table. If you are just like a stupid idiot that runs through empty-headed voices to empty-headed delusional statements that nobody gives a single damn about, that has like a decent amount of intellect in his fucking brain, and is a decent kind of person in real life, and has like somewhat still a normal functioning brain. Yeah, like you people at Bungie, you haven't learned the lesson. People on YouTube, in my belief, haven't learned the lesson. Your values are nothing. The money's always deciding. You guys will never learn this lesson. And from people that don't learn like an easy lesson that even like a fucking 7 or 8 or 10-year-old person in a school could learn, when I literally task them with this test, after failing once, because like learning effect requires you to fail at least once at a certain thing, right? Like literally like a 10-year-old person in a school could learn. And you guys, they're like are adults, have like certain maybe master degrees in informatics and stuff like that. If people like you can't learn this lesson, bro, I'm thank you, but nah, bro. Like literally just fuck you, bro. Literally just like I don't care, I don't want it. Take like your delusional ideas from Destiny 3, bury them, wait until someone comes around the corner and is buying the IP and has like some dedication towards the franchise and is maybe wanting to build like a game that we literally are all dreaming of, but isn't made by Bungie, bro. And with that being said, from my point of view, if you guys have any like attempts to debate with me on certain stuff, you're welcome to do so. But my literally time on debating with delusional people is very shortly. I made my points. Most of the points are actually pretty easy, understandable. Some maybe are a bit confusing though. It depends on the eye of the beholder. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of right. Like it literally proves me what I say, that I'm right. And at the end of the day, it is an honor to play with the people that still play Destiny. It's an honor. It was a nice run for over 11k hours. For 4 years. I'm very thankful for the people, for the stuff I learned, for the raids and dungeons I cleared, for the flawless runs I had, for the shepherds I carried, though very much fun. I will continue to play the game, but like when we get in July, Call of Duty, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 to PS5, PS4, I probably we're gonna quit Destiny for like maybe a month, maybe a bit more. I'm thankful. I also have, don't get me wrong please, I also have kind of good hopes for Destiny 3, but again, not under the Bungie that we know today. Because like with like stupid people, you can't buy like just like meme this for you guys. Like imagine Stockton Rush saying like with the Ocean Gate, with the what's this thing called again? The Ocean Gate, like that was the company, or what's the ship called again? Bro, I don't remember. The Titan, yeah, the Titan debris stuffing. Like you can't build like a floating or like a sinking submarine out of carbon fiber, while real submarines are made out of different things, which are improved, which are intellectually selected by people that know what they're doing. And you can't build stuff and think it's gonna work with delusional people that think they are innovative and are literally like dumb peasants on a chessboard. And with that being said, I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys share and agree my views on this topic that I had in this video today. You have any right to don't do so. That's your free right to do. But at the end of the day, some people are right, some people are wrong. That's how the world works. And so far from what we've seen from Bungie, and so far how the things at Bungie have developed basically, and how Sony gets roasted by people. I'm literally right, bro. Like you can't deny the fact that I'm right though. And with that being said, I'm out, bro. Thank you guys very much, and have a nice day, evening, or morning, or whatever it is. And until next time, goodbye.